हरि ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कविता वनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं यः पिबन् सततं रामचरित्रामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्थं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं नाडिय பொருள் கைகூடும் ஞானமும் புகழும் உண்டாம் வீடியல் வழியது ஆக்கும் வேரியம் கமலை நோக்கும் நீடிய அரக்கர் சேனை நீருபட்டு அழிய வாகை சூடிய சிலை ராமன் தோள்வழி கூறுவார்க்கே நமோஸ்து ராமாய சலக்ஷ்மணாய தேவ்யை ச தஸ்யை ஜனகாத்மஜாயை நமோஸ்து ருத்ரேந்திர யமானிலேभ्यो नमोस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः कुवलयदलनीलं छायकायं प्रसन्नं करधृतचरचापं कञ्चपत्रायताक्षं जितनिशचरवर्गं जन्मना सिद्धशीलं जनयतु मदभीष्टं जानकी भागधेयम्। नमः सभायै। सभापतिश्च सभापति तो राम है। पूर्व कथा संग्रहश्च आबाल वृद्धम अनुगच्छति रामभद्रम एषा पुरी तदिह मा खलु निर्गुणास्याम् इत्यादरित्इव धरा बहुधा विदाय धूलिश्चलान् निजतनुं तमनु प्रशस्ते। कालिदास। So Rama started leaving Ayodhya. So people were crying. Rama started leaving Ayodhya. The Ma Dharti was ashamed that she is insentient, so she cannot express her feelings. But she did it in a way that she started spreading Atme. In air mein she started spreading dhuli. So that resembles as if the Ma earth is crying because Rama is leaving. But then what happens? Everybody started crying. So there is a saying that in terms of auspiciousness, when somebody is leaving the house, one should not cry. So Ma Dharti did it in such a way. This is Kalidasa ki Magatva. So what did he do? When this Ma Dharti was spreading her dhuli everywhere, people were crying. She did it in such a way that it went and covered the eyes of all the people so that they stopped crying. Nripa sukha vimukhena svena kantena sakam duhitari vidhipakate kananaya vrajantyam akushalam iti matva noonam annaya dhatri parijana mukhabhashpam pamsubihi paryarshita akushalam iti matva. So Dharti was worried. Oh, Rama has to go to forest. He should be safe there. Because who is she? He is nothing but Mera Jamata. Because Sita is Dharti ki putri. So Kalidas writes this. Only Kalidas can write. Akushalam iti matva noonam annaya dhatri parijana mukhabhashpam pam subihi parijana mukhabhashpam. This dhul is spread everywhere so that people close their eyes. When they close their eyes, the tears stopped. Who is she? This lady, Sita, had never seen any adhukka. Nripa sukha vimukena. She was forced to accept this sorrow. She didn't feel it is a sorrow. But prasangat, nripa sukha vigmukhena svena kantena sakam. But why she didn't feel anything sorrow? Because she was with her pati, Kanta. So nripa sukha vimukhena svena kantena sakam duhitari vidhipat. Because it happened because of vidhi. It has happened because of his ichha. Duhitari mane girl. Duhita, Dauhitri. Duhitari mane girl. So this is Prithvi's girl. Duhitari vidhipate kananaya vrajantam akushalam iti matva noonam agnaya dhatri parijana mukhabhashpam pam subihi paryaharshit. So Valmiki is going to do all the thing he can to stop Rama going to forest. So Valmiki, we know Valmiki is a rishi. tapaswadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidam varam Naradam paripapracha Valmikir Munipungavam. He is a Shrestha Muni. We know that, no doubt. He is a great Kavi, Adi Kavi. So he is the forerunner. So he is the forerunner of Bhoja says. Prathamak Kavinam. Bhoja says that Valmiki is the Prathamak Kavi. Margha Dharshi Maharshi. So he is a great Kavi. And he is a great dramatist. Otherwise, why would he introduce all of a sudden Manthara? Yato tato jataha iti kubja. Somewhere she was, all of a sudden she came. Dramatist. And then we didn't know what happened to Vishwamitra. After Ma married Lokapita, nobody knows about Vishwamitra. Gone. Dramatist. Kavi. But here Valmiki is going to use his hat as we said, and it's coming in this sarga. He is a great Vijnani. Valmiki Vijnani va. Is Valmiki Vijnani. Is Valmiki a scientist? So he is wearing the hat of a scientist. And then he is going to see how best he can stop Rama using some science. That is great. This is a Jnana ki Bhandar. So he is going to do that. So today's prasanga is he tried his best. He tried his best as a kavi. He tried his best as a dramatist because Kausalya was in utter sorrow, thinking that Valmiki poured his heart, thinking that Rama will stop seeing the mother of 60,000-year-old women. Nothing happened. Then he introduced a lady called Sumitra who pacified, assuaged Ma Kausalya, and then she pacified. So everything was clear. So Valmiki is going to use his hat as a scientist. Valmiki is going to use his hat as a geographist. Valmiki is going to use his hat as a topographer. Valmiki is going to use his hat as a scientist. Valmiki lost effort. Valmiki is going to use his skill as a veterinarian. Vet. We'll see that. So this also will not become palitam. Nishamyatat Lakshmana Matruvakyam Ramasya Matuhu Naradeva Patnya Sadhya Sharire Vinanasha Shokaha Sharadghata Meghaiva Alpatoya Purvakata Sangrahascha. Nishamya Rama Mataram. She listened to Kausalya. And then she was waiting. When did this happen? This happened on the 7th Yama. The story now is going to happen between 7th Yama and 8th Yama. All on the night of Pushya Nakshatra. That Nakshatra has not shifted. Yes, 7th, we have to go to Tulsidas to see the time. We'll see that. So it is all happening on the later part of the 6th Yama. When midnight is coming, each Yama is 3 hours. In a day there will be how many? 24 divided by 3 is 8 Yama, 4 day, Agni and 4 Ratri. Ratri to India astrology mein it starts from Sayankal. Sayan Sandhya Vandan ke baad aane ka samay to Ratri. Purva Ratri, which is called as Pradosha. So it is going to happen. We are in the 7th Yama or the 3rd Yama of the night. And everything in 1-2 Yama, in 6 hours things will change. So everything is crying. Haya gaya kotin keli mruga par pura pasu chataka mor phikaratanga sukasarika sarasahamsa chakora. Haya gaya hati, gai, crores of hati and gai. Tulsidas says superlative. Kotin crores of these crying. Ke Limriga and Dasaratha used to have these all pakshis, all these mriga for playful activity. Pura Pasu, what a beautiful word. He says Pura Pashu. Pura Pashu means domesticated cow. It's not freely wandering cow. Pura Pashu. Pur mein rehne wale Pashu. It's like Grama Simha. What is Grama Simha? Dog. So Grama Simha is dog, Pura Pasu is domesticated cow. Chataka mor peacock, Pikaratanga suka. Parrot. Sarika sarasa hamsa chakora. Chakora pakshi, chataka pakshi. So chakora pakshi to, it will only live when it catches the rays of the Chandra, cool rays of Chandra. Similarly, Chataka Pakshito, it has to drink water directly from the sky. So all these domesticated things were crying and crying and crying. Rama Viyoga Bhikala Sab Dhate Jahanta Manahu Chitra Likiko Hade Nagaru Safala Bhanu Gaha Bhara Bhari Kagamriga Vipula Sakala Naranari. Tulsidas cries, this city Ayodhya has become like a forest because of Rama Viyoga. People were astray here and there as if the chitra was not drawn properly. Jahantaha manavu chitra likige. Whatever it is, you scribe something, scratch something. So if it is, you give it to a baby, it scratches something. But we adore that. But in realistic sense, it is rubbish. So people were wandering here and there as if people have taken a lekana and scratched something. Nagaru Safala Bhanu Gahabhara Bhari. The entire city as if it was full of all these Khaga, Mriga, Vipula. Every people became, those who wanted to stay, he's cursing in a way. Those who wanted to stay in Awadh are like Mriga, Khaga, Pakshi or Mrig. So people have lost their sense. Jahara Muta Sabuhi Samaju. Society is there only where there is Rama or Ramakatha. Ramakatha Sudha. It is Sudha, it is Rasa, it is Amrita. Ramakatha Jahan Ramuta Sabuhi Samaju Bhinu Raghubir Avad Nahi Kaju. Bhinu Raghubir Avad Nahi Kaju. Nothing was there. Chale Sat Asamantru Dudhai Surudurlabha Sukha Sadhana Bihai. But then these people are wandering behind Rama. Tulsidas in his own way, he is a Bhakti Kavi. He says, if you are catching hold of Ramapada, I think this Chaupa he will finish like that. Ramacharana Pankaja Priyajinahi Bhishaya Bhog Bas Karihi Kitinahi. Vishaya Bhog. You will be not worried about Vishaya Bhog when you are catching the feet of Rama. Ramacharana Pankaja Priyajinahi Bhishaya Bhog Basakarahi Kitihi. Anurakta Mahatmanam Ramam Satya Parakramam. People have been glowing away. Ayodhya has become vacant. It is as if the people living in Ayodhya are basically Khaga or Murga. What is happening? We are now in the point of 7th Yama, 3rd Yama, about 12ish in the midnight. We are still in the midnight. Now we are Rama, because there is a clue in Valmiki Ramayana that when Dasaratha wanted to go back to Kausalya's place, Valmiki says it has become midnight. Ardharatra. So we are on the 7th Yama. So you don't ask me where there was light, because the city was going, so lot of Deepa. Everybody, you should think that all paraphernalia was going. So Rama was going. No Vichalata in his mind. Anurakta Mahatmanam Ramam Satya Parakramam Anujagmuhu Prayantam Tam Vanavasaya Manavaha. Anurakta Mahatmanam. You can anvaya both to Manavaha and to Rama. Mahatmanam Rama, who is always compassionate. Anuraktam Mahatmanam Ramam Satya Parakramam Anujagmuhu Prayantam Tam Vanavasaya Manavaha Anujagmuhu. They were running behind. Vanavasaya Ramam Anujagmuhu. They were following Rama. Nivartiteti apicha bhalati sugurudvargecha rajini. Na yevate vartanta Ramasya Anujagataratam. Sugurudvarge, the king, Sugurudvarge Rajini. So the king tried to build up his family, build up his kingdom as if it is own blood. Suhurdvargecha Rajini Bhalat, because the mantri said, stop Raja, you cannot go. Please come back. Bhalat Nivartitepi. So they stopped Dasaratha to go. But they could not stop the people to go. Na evate samyavartanta ramasya anugata ratam. Ramasya ratam anugata. They were not able to stop the people who are running behind him, because that is where dharma is. Ayodhya nilayanam hi purushanam mahayashaha babhuva gunasampannaha purna chandraiva priyaha. Why they were going? Because they were like chataka pakshi. So they were only going where they have their abode. So purna chandraiva priyaha. He is priyaha, he is very affectionate person. So people were running behind. Ayodhya nilayan, those people are mahayashasvi. So sa yachamanaha kakusta swabihi prakritibihistada kurvanaha pitaram satyam vanam yeva anvapadyat. He didn't bother, because they were begging him, hey kakusta, come back. Sa yachamanaha kakutsaha swabihi prakritibi. Swabihi prakriti mane people, prakriti mane earth, but you should take it as earth means people in the earth. Swabihi, his own people, tada, when they were asking him to come back, he said, I have to do what I have to do. Kurvanaha pitaram satyam vanayeva anvapadyate. I have to make my father a truthful person. Kurvanaha pitaram satyam vanayeva anvapadyate. Avekshamana sasneham chakshusha prapibhan iva uvacha ramaha snehena ta praja swa praja iva. Chakshusha prapibhaniva. He was seeing people so that his eyes were absorbing those people. Pibaiva. The eyes were sucking those people. Their prema. Rama's eyes were sucking, not ordinarily sucking, deeply sucking. Prapibhaniva chakshusha sasneham. With friendship, with sauhartam. Uvacha ramaha snehena ta praja swa praja iva. As if they were blood related. Ta prajaha swa praja iva. So he was trying to convince them by looking at their eyes. Ya pritihi bahumanaha ya pritihi bahumanascha Mai Ayodhya Nivasinam Matpriyartam Viseshena Bharadesa Bharadepura Vasinam Bharadesa Niveshyataham Ya Pritihi Bahumana Cha Mai Ayodhya Niv. Beautiful phrase, beautiful phrase. Ya Priti, hey people, what affection you have for me, what have I done to you? Ya Pritihi Bahuma. Not only you have affection, you are giving so much respect, you have left everything. Bahuman. You are giving so much respect. I'm just 24-year-old balaka. Ya pritihi bahumanaha mai ayodhya. Mere ayodhya vasi. Mat priyartam viseshena bharate sa nivesh. Please, would you do this to me? Whatever affection you are showing to me, please give it to Bharata. Mat priyartam viseshena bharate sa niveshyatam. This phrase, this is ya pritihi, is Vyasa also handles. So it is like this. We have to ask Rama, we have to ask Janaki, we have to ask Narayana, what kindness you have that you are even considering me to one among you. Ya pritihi vidirarpite muraripo kuntyarpite yadrishi ya govardhana murdni yacha pritake stanye yashodharpite. This sloka will melt you. Leela Sukar. Bharadwaja samarpite. Ramayana, he pours borrowing these words. That's all. Ya pritihi. Then Leela Sukar sits somewhere in Kerala, writes. He pours out the affection. What is the rasa in Ramayana? Bhavabhuti says, Karuna eva hi eko rasaha. Ramayana is all about Karuna. Eko rasa Karuna iva. Bhavabhuti. So that he borrows. Oh, what a Karuna. Ya pritihi vidurarpite muraripo kuntyarpite yadrishi ya govardhana murdni yacha pritake stanye yashodharpite bharadwaja samarpite shabharika dhatte adhare yoshita ya pritihi munipatni bhaktihi rachite Apyatrapi tam tam kuru. Hey Madhava, hey Rama, please shower all the blessings what you have received from others. Ya pritihi vidura arpite. What did he say? Anyat padara chintanat. Apam kumbate anyate padara sevanat. This is a beautiful sloka. In Sabha Parva, Krishna comes with his Angavastra like this, walking on the streets of Delhi. Okay, and Vidura's there. Nothing was there. They thought even Bhishma did Purna Kumbha. Of course, Duryodhana was also a great host. All the feast. And Drona, he just walked. And there stands Vidura, nothing. Anyat apam kumbam, just one mud thing with water. Padaras, then he fell at its feet. He went inside as if his own home, started eating, chatting. Forget Duryodhana, forget Dhritarashtra, forget Drona, forget Kripa, forget everybody. Yaha pritihi vidirarpite muraripo kuntyarpite yadrishi. One handful of curd rice Bhuva gives. Then he goes to Bhuva. Kaise ho Bhuva? Take it. Ya Govardhana Murdni Yacha Pritake. All the gopis, after he lifted Govardhana, all they did was gave the puffed rice. Stanye Yashodarpite, Stanyapan of Yashoda. Bharadwaja Samarpite. We are going to see that on the bank of Prayagraj, Bharadwaj gave a great feast. I don't know how he did it. He did it. Shabari kadhate, fruits of Shabari. Then gopis adhare, rasa leela. Adhare yoshitam, yoshitam mane yuvatis. Ya pritihi muni patni bhaktihi. This is Bhagavata. They brought the curd rice. That's it. Forget your Agnihotra. I am going behind Krishna. All these priti you shower. This had its basis in Ramayana. And this sloka, Mera preceptor Swami Manavala Mamani picks it and puts it in a Nitya Aradhana. So, Yaha Pritihi Bahumanaha cha Mayo Ayodhya Nivasinam Matpriyartam Viseshene Bharate Sa Niveshyatam Sahi Kalyana Charitra. Let me tell about my brother. Don't underestimate him. Kalyana Charitraha. We will see it. Kalyana is spotless charitram. Kaikeya Nandavardhana. He is Ladla of Kaikeyi. So it is Ma ki Vatsalya se mere choti mane ye kiya. Don't worry, don't curse her, because it is natural. Kaikeya Nandavardhana karishyati yatavad vaha priyanicha vaha. For you, for including me, he is always going to do hitani. What is righteousness? Hita mane what is correct. Priyani, what is needed. So he will do what is correct and what is needed. Karishyati yatavat. What is dictated in Shastra, he will do. Vaha. Priyanicha ichanicha jnana vriddho vayobalaha mruduhu virya gunanvitaha anurupaha sa o bharta bhavishyati bhayapaha. What a flow. Jnana vayobalaha. He is only 24 years old. Don't take it that he doesn't know anything. Jnana vriddhaha. Mruduhu. He is soft spoken, he is kind, but at the same time, when it comes, he will show his parakrama. Virya gunanvitaha anurupaha. Affectionate. Everybody is affectionate to him. He is affectionate to him. Sa vaha bharta. He is our Swami. Vaha bharta. He will become the Swami of all of us. Bhaya apaha. He will quell all the fears. Don't worry. Sahi raja gunai yuktaha yuvaraja samikshita. Samikshita, he has been crowned as Yuvaraja by our father, by our Swami. He has all the Rajaguna. Apicha api maya sishtaihi, all the elders, Vasishta, Vamadeva, Jabali, everybody accepted it. Maya, I also accepted it. Vaha Bhartru Sashanam. He will be the one ruling us. Bhartru Sashanam. Nachatapyet yatacha asau vanavasam gate mayi maharajaha tata karyo mama priya chikirshaya. Don't make my father suffer. Asau maharajaha, that Raja. When I am gone to the forest. Vanavasam gate mayi, and by me, passive voice. Having gone to the forest, already my father will be suffering. Don't make him too much suffer. Nachache tapyete. Don't make him suffer. Don't make him boil. Tata karyoma. So please do what I am supposed to do. I am supposed to take care of him. So you please take care of him. Tata karyo mama priya. What is priya to me? Satyavat paripalanam. So I am going because I have to make my father Satyasandha. So you take care of him. Yatha yata dasharati dharmameva astita bhavati tata tata prakritiyo ramam patim akamayan yata yata. As long as Rama was saying about dharma, yata yata dasharati dharmame, he is never wiggling away from dharma. Always steadfast in dharma. Yata yata dasharati dharma me astita bhavate. The more and more Rama was talking about dharma, more and more people were wanting to go behind him. Tata prakritiyo ramam patim. They were considering Rama as a pati, as the superior. Akamayan. Rama thought, if I tell them to go, they will go. But it is happening opposite. Bashpena pihitam dinam Rama saumitrina saha chakarshaha iva gunai badva janam pura nivasanam. Bashpena, people were crying and crying and crying. Pihitam, face all swell. Dinam, dependent. They became weak. Ramaha saumitrina saha. They were trying to go behind Rama because their guna was pulling them. Rama's guna was pulling these people more and more close to him, whereas Rama wanted them to push them away. Chakarshaha iva gunai bhadva janam pura nivasinam te dvija trividam vruddha jnanena vayasa ojasa. Beautiful. Vaya prakampa shirasho dhurate uchuhu idam vachaha. People were all going. Rama was okay, trying to pacify. So Rama was how much? Dhanya ho. Rath se niche utaraye dhanya hai Sri Ram ki brahmanyata aur dhanya. So Rama was respectful. Brahmanyata means you should take Rama respects Veda. So as soon as these Vriddha Brahmans came, he jumped. Until then he was driving in the chariot. Dhanya wo Sri Ram ki brahmanyata aur dhanya hai Prabhu ki maryada palata. उस समय प्रभु के बलने का ढंग अति विलक्षण है. रामायणी महाराज, धन्य हो. Look at it. He was just driving. Sita was sitting next to him. He didn't get down. By the time he saw these Vriddha Brahmans who were keeping their Vani, Ved, then he started jumping down because he knows the respect one has to give to Veda. The common people, leading citizens and wise elders, why even the birds on wings tries to prevent Rama from going to the forest. There comes river Tamasa. The river Tamasa says the poet seemed to conspire with them. So Valmiki says Tamasa river is going to finally conspire. For now, so that it could stop Rama. It didn't stop. So now what is the thing? The Vriddhas are coming. Te dvijaha trividam vriddha. The people were old. Kaise? Jnanena, learned people. Vayasa, age. Ojasa, tapasa. Ojas mane tapas. Vaya prakampa shirasaha. They were shaking their head. Very old. Maybe 50,000 years old. In those days they lived. Dhurat uchuhu idam vachaha. They started as a group, started crying, yelling. This is where Valmiki, Dhanya Valmiki. I had an opportunity. I had to go and look into physiology book. I had to look into physiology book to explain this. So we'll see how Valmiki in one stroke talks about physiology. Bho bho jatya turangamaha vahantaha javana ramam. Bho bho. So these people first started crying, Rama, Rama, Ruk, Ruk. He didn't care. He just got down and started walking. He didn't stop. Hey Sumantra, Ruk jao, he didn't do. Because what Tulsidas says, Dasharatha ordered Sumantra, go cheat my sons. Go gum kar aao, 4 din, 5 din. Or if they don't want to come, forget them. Bring at least Mary Putri. Janaki ko bula kar aao. So you are not coming back without getting Janaki at least. So Sumantra can't escape the Raja's edict. So he didn't care. He was driving. Rama was walking. Sita was walking. Lakshmana was walking towards southern direction. I'll put the topography. Okay, today, first phase of Ram Anuyatra, Ram ka yatra shuru hoga. Vahantaha javana ramam bhobo jatya turangama. Let's finish the science aspect because I'm a scientist. I did lot of parishrama to go to physiology book and see. Turangama, hey horses, bho, they respect. Hey respectful horses, stop. Ramam Jatya, you are not ordinary horses. Jatya, stead, some breed, Arabic breed. Jatya Turangama, Ramam Vahantaha. The horse, the chariot which carries Rama. And then Valmiki was so much mesmerized with the horse because it had that bhagyam to carry Ma or Pita. Because why? He is going to do Satya Paripalanam. What would have been the blessing of those 4 horses? Jatyaha Turangama Ramam Vahantaha Jatyaha Turangama. And then Valmiki says Javana. Javana means Veeraha, valor. These horses have won chariot races. So in those days there were horse races. Vahantaha Javana Ramam Bobo Jatya Turangama Nivardhatvam. Come back, retreat, nivardha, retreat. Na ghantavyam, don't go. Hita bhavati bhartari, do good to your Swami. Hita bhavati bhartari, nivardhatvam na ghantatvam. Don't go. This is where science comes. Imagine, this person was a great rishi. How would he know that in those days? Even I didn't know. It's not that even I didn't know. We have to go and look for books. Karnavantihi bhutani viseshena turangama. Why would these vriddhas call out for horses? And the horses were running so much dhuli, so many people, this many noise. So much noise. Even when you drive your Toyota, not only it makes its own noise, on top of it, if you lower your windows because it's a hot summer, the wind blows and the cars on the other lane, car behind, so you can't even listen to NPR. This much noise. Give you an analogy. You are dying BMW. I don't know about BMW. Maybe insulation is more, but still. So in that case, so much noise, we are not even able to hear the sound near us. These people were crying, so much people, so much noise. Wind was blowing, Ratri mein, all birds were sleeping, all the mrigas, because they were going on the banks of Sarayu, all the mrigas, including Hathi, they would be yelling and screaming. How would the horse listen? Valmiki puts this, Karnavanti Bhutani, all among all the species. Only couple have more audible capabilities in high frequency ways. Bhutani Karnavanti Viseshena. Among all the species, horses are one. Viseshena Karnavanti. Horses could listen high frequency, high pitch noise. Then it is said that humans, the audio frequency of humans is between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz, that is 20 kilohertz. Imagine Valmiki puts this. We people don't even know that horses' hearing power is much more than us in high frequency, high pitch. Human is between 20 and 20,000 hertz. Kindly listen. This shows the power of Ramayana. Science. Everything we have covered. Where are we? 4,150 slokas. Kanubaiji. We are now 4,000 slokas. Everything has been covered. So 20 hertz to 20,000 is common decibel hearing. Horses could listen, their wider frequency is about 50 hertz to 35,000 hertz, 3.5 kilohertz. Next one is dogs, can go up to 45,000 hertz. The best one in high frequency is 120 kilohertz is bats, but they are blind, leave it. So why we use horses in the war is so much noise. But horses can still hear because their audition is very sensitive, and particularly in the high frequency, which is known as ultrasound, they will be able to precisely distinguish sound in the high frequency between 50 hertz and 3.5 kilohertz. Whereas hathi is hathi is less than 5 hertz. So even if you make small sound, that's what they say, hathi's brain is shrewd because they are able to distinguish in the low frequency. And physiological wise, the deafness starts in human person if they are not able to hear first high frequency sound waves. That's where the deafness starts. And then one thing, so Viseshena Bhutani Karnavanti, wider frequencies in high pitch. Second, the arrangement of ears of horse. For cows, this is horizontal. Look at it. Cows' ears are horizontal. But how many people notice all this? That is kavitvam. I have to do sarcha because so far people will run away. Among all the species, Upanyasakas will say, among all the species, horses have better hearing. Where is the proof? Wave frequency I told. Second, if you look at horses, the horses' ears will be vertical. And then there are 10 muscles in the horse ear which gives them flexibility so they can tilt 180 degrees quickly. It is like this. When the sound comes horizontally, they can tilt. We can't. Even hathi can only wave. Horses' ears are like that. They can go 180 degrees. So they can listen from everywhere. Viseshena bhutani karnavanti. How could this rishi know this? The anatomical structure with 10 muscles that then one needs to know how many muscles are there in human ears. Dr. Patel, you should have studied anatomy. 3. So thrice the flexibility is for horse, so it can tilt from 0 vertical to 180 degree and then 180 degree. So in all 360 degree, horses can turn their ears and they are very sensitive. Viseshena bhutani karnavanti turangama. So Valmiki is a scientist. How could he do that? Sitting somewhere in Tamasa river, he tells. Even today people didn't know. I didn't know how horses' ears are arranged until I had to look. Spend some time looking. None of the Upanyasakas have told the facts. That is Ramayana Satya Grantha. Yuyam tasmin nivardatvam yachanam prativedita. You are able to hear our voice. Yuyam, you people. Therefore, return back. Yachanam prativedita. Please accept our yachana, accept our request and come back. This itself is enough for Ramayana. Dharmataha sa vishuddhatma viraha shubhadruda prataha upavakhyatu. Hey Rama, hey horses, bho turangama upavakhya purat. Return back, upavakhya, come back, purat, to Ayodhya. Don't go to forest. Na apavakhya vanam. Opposite, upavakhya, apavakhya. Opposite. So you please return back to Puram. Puram upavakhya, na apavakhya vanam. एवमार्थ प्रलापां स्थान वृद्धान प्रलपत द्विजान अवेक्ष्य सहसा राम रथात् अवततारः. People were rambling. Pralapam satan vriddan, because they lost their mind. Because the Agni, the Antaryami of Agni is walking away. Dvijane pralapata. Pralapata means rambling. Without anything they were crying. Avekshya sahas. Immediately Rama saw these people are not going back. They are becoming pagal. Viyog se pagal hua. Dhanya wo uska pralapata. Let me also take the tongue of Ramayani, Kripa Shankarji. Dhanya ho uski pralapata. I wish I were there. Avekshya sahasa Rama ratat avatataraha. Ratat avatat. Immediately he jumped. Padbhyam eva jagama ata sasita salakshmana. That is Pativratyam. That is Kaikariyam. Immediately she didn't sit. Others will sit. Oh, you go, I'll sit. Put some AC. This is Ramayana. Today, look, nobody went away. This much Gambhiryam is there. Padbhyam eva jagama. Let us go walk. Padbhyam eva jagama atha sita sasita salakshmana. Okay, honey, come, let's walk. Sannikrishta padadnyaso Ramaha vanaparayana. Slowly he kept his walk. Prabhu ki gati. Look at this Vani. Dhanya ho. Janma sapalyam. Hey Bhagavan, kabhi to aap Trivikrama ban jate. अब क्या, अब तो लघु विक्रम बन गए. कैन यू बिलीव? हिंदी ऑल्सो, मेरा हिंदी शुद्ध होती रही. प्रभु की गति है भगवान, कभी तो आप त्रिविक्रम बन जाते हैं और कभी तो अल्प विक्रम. अभी तो आप अल्प विक्रम, लघु विक्रम. आपके श्री चरणों का वंदन. क्या आपकी लघु पद विन्यास. क्या हिंदी. Whether I catch Sanskrit or Hindi or Awadh. See, श्री राम जी की इस कृपा का महर्षि वाल्मीकि की वर्णन ऐसा ही है. पद्भ्याम एव जगामाथ ससीता सलक्ष्मणः सन्निकृष्ट पद न्यास. He nyasa means to hold. He just keeps little. Chinna chinna padam vait kannava. Little steps Rama is keeping. Nihadad asangad va in Madhyamavati rag. Dvijatimstu padatimstan Ramaha charitravatsala nashashaka ghruna chakshuhu parimoktum ratena sa. Ghruna chakshuhu, he was pity. Oh, I am making these vruddha people whose tongue is full of vani. Chatvari vak manushya vadhanti. They are able to talk the words which is nothing but Devvani. I am asking them to run behind me. Mainto papatma. So he gruna chakshuhu with affectionate eyes. Padatimstu, dvidatimstu, dvijahamtimstu. The padacharani dvij ko ye Ramji dekhte hain. He was not able to push them. Na shashaka parimoktum. He was not able to push them aside. So he has to give some reason. Gacchatam yeva tam drishtva ramam sabranta manasa uchuhu paramasantapta ramavakyam idam dvija. Ramam vakyam idam dvija. People say, when Rama showed his face, these dvij log, they started talking. Hey Rama, listen to us. Brahmanyam Krishnam yetati tvam Brahmanyam anugacchati. Brahmanyam Krishnat, all the entire Brahmas, entire Vedavits, entire learned people of Ayodhya are here. Brahmanyam Krishnam. Krishnam means entirety. Yetati tvam Brahmanyam. We have come behind Brahmanyam. You are Brahman. You are Ayam Atma Brahma. Upanishad. You are the Brahman. Dvijaskanda adirudaha tvam agnayo api anuyanti. Ami. Anuyanti. Even Agnis, we are carrying our 3 Agnis. Treta Agni hai, mere bhuj mein hai. Dvijaskanda, mere skand mein all the 3 Agnis are there. Garghapatya, Ahavaniya, Dakshinagni. We have carried all because we have to do it. But that time when you left, we were perplexed, so we missed the Agni Santan. But then brain came to us, we are carrying the Agni with us. That Agni is running behind the Antaryami of Agni. Agnenaya supataraye asman viswani deva vayunani vidwan yuyojyasmad juhurana menaha bhuishtante namavuktim videma. Kathopanishads. Hey Agni, you are the one taking me in the straight path. Rama, and Rama, your ayana is Dharma. So this Agni itself is coming behind you. We are carrying the Agni. Agnimukat eva sarva devata prinanti. It is only Agni. With only Agni and oblation in Agni, we are able to reach you. But we have seen you, so the Agni itself is running behind you. Agnimukat eva sarva devata prinanti. Agnim pratamam yajante devatam agnim pratamam yajante. So Agni is the primordial devata. So what is Anilaha? Analaha is Agni. Anilaha is Vayu. Agni is one step ahead of Vayu. Agni you can see, Agni you can hear, Agni you can smell. Whereas Vayu you cannot see Vayu. You can only feel Vayu. You can hear Vayu. Whereas Agni you can feel. You can't sit near Agni. Agni you can hear. When the Jwala comes, pat. And then Agni you are seeing, Vayu you are not seeing, Agni you can touch. What happens is later. So that is why Agnihi pratamo devata, Agni avamo devata. Itna Veda Vakya. Agni avamo devata. Agni is the proximate devata. So we are carrying the Agni, that Agni is running behind, forget it. We are having the Agni Purusha behind us, before us. Daivatam devatanam cha Agner Agnihi. Sumitra says in the previous sarga, Agner Agnihi Daivatam Devatanam cha Bhutanam Sat. You are the Sat of every Bhuta. You are the Antaryami of Agni. You are the Antaryami of Vayu. Dvijaskanda adirudaha tvam agnayo api anuyanti ami. Vajapeya samuttani chatrani yetani. We are all Vajapayis. Don't underestimate us. In Sapta, Soma Yajna, Vajapeya is supreme. It is said that Vajapayam is one step ahead of Rajasuya. Agnishtoma, Atyagnishtoma, then Ahoratra, then Agnishtoma, Atyagnishtoma, Ahoratra, then Vajapayam. So of these 7, Vajapayam is considered to be the highest yajna. Vaji mane horse. It is a symbol of power. Payam mane drink. So you are offering the Soma Rasa to Prajapati. In Vajapayam you invoke Prajapati, that is nothing but Krishna. I'll tell you what. How do we know that? You have to go to a Bhakti Grantha to see who is invoked in Vajapaya. In general, if you are looking at Shayana Bhashya, they will say it is simply Prajapati. So, Prajapati first performed Vajapaya. Okay. So, Vaji mane strength, Payam mane Pibati. It comes from the root Pibati. So, it is Soma Rasa. But, what do you gain out of Vajapayam? Vaji mane Anna, Payam mane drink. So, Samardha Anna Evam Tirtha. If you do Vajapayam, you will be blessed with Samardha Anna and Samardha Tirtha. This Vajapayam comes in the Prathama Kanda, 7th Prapataka. The Yajurveda begins with Darshapurna Ishti. Prathama Kanda, Prathama Sarga is Darshapurna Ishti. द्वितीय प्रपाटका और द्वितीय प्रश्न में अग्निष्टोमा शुरू होता है. 7th प्रपाटक में वाजपेयम आती है. And 8th प्रपाटकम finishes with Rajasuya. Okay, so we have done Vajapayam. As a mark of Vajapayam, they are allowed to carry white chatra. White chatra can be only carried by kings. But if you have done Vajapayam, you wear kundala, not ordinary ring, it's kundala, and you are allowed to carry chatra. In fact, Raja gives his chatra to a Vajapayi. Vajapeya samuttani chatrani etani pashyanaha, not a single. The entire people have done Vajapayam. Prushtataha anuprayatani amsani iva jalatyaye. Amsani iva jalatyaye. It's like a white swan, but that white swan has lost its power because that white swan is not able to see the rain. We are like a amsa. We are like Amsa, we are going to leave you, you are going to leave us. So we are Amsane Iva Jalatyaye. We are running behind you. We are going to give this chatra to you. Can you believe Vajapeya? That is the honor they get. We are giving to you, Rama. Vajapeya Samuttani Chatrani etani pashyanaha prushtataha anuprayatani amsani iva jalatyaye anavapta atapatrasya. Atapatra mane chatri. Anavapta atapatrasya. Rama, we can't see you suffering in the Rashmi. Anavapta, you are not having the chatra because you gave up everything. Rashmihi samtapitasya. We feel this Surya Rashmi is affecting you. Take our chatra. Yebhi chayam karishyama swaihi chatraihi vajapeyi kaihi. The gift which we got, the honor which we got out of Vajapeya, we are giving it to you. Vajajityayai tvamritamasi pushtirasi prajananasmi. If you do Vajapayam, what we get? Pushti. We get Amrita. We see the Paramatma, that is Amrita, and we are blessed with enough progeny, great good people. So, Vajasyedam prasava abhabhuvema cha visva bhuvanani sarvataha. If you do Vajapayam, you connect people. Viswani bhuvanani sarvataha. Vaji, vaji, vaji. So, how do the Vajapayam is done for 17 days. 13 days you do Upavasa, 3 days you do prior yajnas. On the 17th day you do 3 times oblation with Soma. And once you finish the Soma oblation on the 3rd day, you give this Soma to Prajapati in 17 cups. Everything is 17. There's a beauty, I'll tell you this. So 17 cups, 17 Brahmins, Vedavit. And then everything is 17. 17 Pashu. On the 17th day, once this Vajapayam finishes, the Vajapeya Yajamana and Uski Dharma Patni, both of them climb up upon a yupa, upon a flag, and then they put a chakra to show that they have won over the world, and that chakra has 17 spokes. And then, to show the valor, as a parallel thing, they have arrow men shooting 17 arrows to mark the boundary. Whichever arrow hits the longest, they take 17 chariots and race, and the person who wins that chariot race is blessed as a Vaji. Everything is 17. So if you finish this because you are pleased, the Prajapati, with Soma, so he will grant you valor, he will grant you anna, he will grant you strength, he will grant you samriddha tirtham. 17. That is the reason. Bhakti poet Andal, even though she is a woman, she can't explicitly say the Veda, she gives the Sukshma. 17th poem in Tirupavai, Ambarame Tannire, Sore Aram Seyyum, Embaruman Nandagopala. Hey Embaruman, hey Nandagopala, on the 17th poem, what a Sukshma. On the 17th poem, she prays to Lord Krishna that you grant us Ambaram, Vastra, Tannir, water, sore, food. Yeah, on the 17th poem in Tirupavai, out of 30 poems, why is she invoking Lord Narayana to bless him? Because the person whom you are invoking is basically Sriman Narayana. Anavapta atapatrasya rashmihi samtapitasya yebihi chayam karishyama swaihi chatraihi vajapeyikaihi. Yahina satatam buddhihi veda mantra anucharini tvati krite sa krita vatsa vanavasa anusa yahinaha satatam. Whatever we are doing, always we are only reciting Veda. Veda mantra anucharini tvatkrite sa. Based on that, our Veda also says, my Veda is running behind you, so we are also running behind you. Vanavasa anucharini hridayeshva avatishtante. We have kept our Veda in our heart. Normally you say you recite Veda with your tongue, but you have to grasp the meaning. That's what Valmiki says. Hridayeshva avitashtante. Keep the Veda in your tongue and your Hridaya. So it's not simply memorizing. I'll give you an anecdote. In Veda, let's take a simple Purusha Sukta. There is one phrase. It comes two places. If you don't think, if you don't keep your mind sharp, Tena deva ayajanta sadhya rishayaschaye tasmaat yajnat sarva utaha. Watch this, then I will explain. Tasmaat sarva utaha sambhridam vrishadajyam pashu gustaga chakreva yavyane aranyan gramyaschaye tasmaat yajnat sarva utaha. Rishassamani jaggire chandagumsi jaggire tasmaate tasmaat jata ajavayah yat purusham vyadaduhu si tasmaat yajnat sarva utaha. First time if it comes. After this first time what you should say? Sambritam brishadajyam. Then later on tasmaat yajnat sarva utaha. You cannot say sambritam brishadajyam. You should say rishassamani jaggire. Likewise, Dvitiya Kanda is full of this memory twister. Tena deva ayajanta sadhya rishayaschaye tasmaat yajnat sarva utaha sambhridam vrishadajyam pashu gustaga chakreva yavyane aranyan gramyaschaye tasmaat yajnat sarva utaha. So you have to keep it. Hridayeshva avatishtante veda yenah parandanam. All the wealth we have is only Sahisri Amrita Sata. Veda Bhag, Brahmana Bhag mein aata hai. That's why we say this every day, Manushya, don't run after money. Of course, you need money. Don't run after money. The Vijnana is the real wealth. Sahisri Amrita Sata Mahe Budni Amantram Me Gopaya. That is the reason in Karpura Harati, when you do this Arti, this is known as Upasana Kanda. They have plucked this Veda mantra from Brahmana Bhag, which is an explanatory text for the Samhita. Vatsyanti api griheshva eva dhara charitra. Then you may ask, what's happened to my cows? What happened to my farm? Don't worry, Rama. My wives, our wives are charitra spashta. They are charitra rakshita. They are governed by great morals. They will take care of our griha. So we have no worry. Hridayeshva avatishtante veda yena paramdanam vatsyanti api griheshva eva dhara charitra rakshita. Then Rama is going. How is he going? This is very important. We'll finish with this. So, this you need to know. Rama starts his first movement. It is on the third yama of night. In other words, seventh yama after midnight. So, I have done some GPS. So, Ayodhya is on the Gagra, southern coast of Gagra. Gagra or Sarayu. It begins here in Tibet, flows through Nepal, and when it flows through Nepal, we have Kanubhai Patel and Uski Dharmapatni, they have been there. Danyavo. So, in Nepal, it crosses there, it is known as Karnali. And then it comes Gagra. Then Rama, Awadh is here. So they are going along Sarayu or Gagara. Today it is called Gagara. And then parallel to Gagara, in Awadh district, a small river called Tamasa begins. The total length of Tamasa is only 150 kilometers. There are two Tamasa. One Tamasa starts from Madhya Pradesh and joins Ma Ganges after Prayagraj. That is not the Tamasa. Ramayana में इसी तमसा का चर्चा हुआ. It runs parallel south of Sarayu, and then it goes down, and then it comes to Azamgarh. today's Azamgarh, which is on the banks of Tamasa. And then it flows easternward and it joins Ganges at Baili. Okay, so this is where Rama is in between now Gagra and Sarayu. His Ratha is traveling parallel to Sarayu. And then when he comes south to Azamgarh on the banks of Tamsa, he is going to stop. Then he is going to take east along Jaunpur, doesn't go to Varanasi, and then he goes to Prayagraj on the northern tat of Prayagraj where sage Bharadwaj ashram is there. So this Tamasa is to the south of Gagra or Sarayu or to the north of Gomti. So it's so Gagra flows, then Sarayu starts from Ayodhya, then comes Gomti, Lucknow is on the banks of Gomti, and then Ganges comes. And then Yamuna joins Ganges in Prayagraj. So he is going south. Rama is going south. Tamasa comes and it stops him because he needs to cross Tamasa. And that's where he takes one night off. And this is the path. So he crosses about from Ayodhya to Prayagraj. He goes 300 odd kilometers. In walking, they say it takes 70 hours. He did it in 1.5 hours. On the third yama of the night, because before the end of the fourth yama, Brahma Muhurtam comes in the fourth yama of the night, he gets up and he evades people and he starts going east. So 310 to 315 kilometers he does in 1.5 to 2 hours. The first stop he does is here. Gagra, Tamasa, Azamgarh. So his first stop is at Azamgarh, which is about 140 to 150 kilometers. He comes parallel, he runs, his horse chariot runs along Sarayu. When it comes to Azamgarh, he stops and he is going to take west. He doesn't go to Varanasi. He crosses Varanasi and then goes to Prayagraj and stops there at Bharadwaja Muni's place. Then comes Nishadaraj. Even today, when you cross Prayagraj, you have Shringaverpur. So that is the geography. So Valmiki brings this. So, na pura nischaya karya tvad gatau sukruta mati tvai dharma vyapekshetu kim syat dharmam avekshitum. You are dharma nirantar. You are doing what is right. You are going to walk. After Prayagraj, there is no chariot, nothing. He has to convince Kevat to let him take him in the boat. Only Tulsidas does it. That's Bhakti Bhava. One Upanyas will go on Kevat ka Samvad. That's Bhakti Bhav. Probably Tulsidas Ram ne uske jnaan mein aakar kiya. Valmiki never writes. That's a different story. So he comes in chariot. Sumantra drops him on the bank of Prayagraj, on the northern bank of Prayagraj. Sangh ka north, Uttar tat mein. Dakshin tat mein Nishad Raj ki Rajdhani. So he comes, he crosses from south to north and meets Ram and seeks the blessing of sage Bharadwaj. And then Ram lets the chariot go and he takes the nav and then goes to the southern bank. Then Guha takes leave of him. Then he enters Dandakaranya, Aranya. So this is the first phase. The first stop, Vishram, for Ram during that night. Night means it is not 12 hours. All he stayed was probably 3 or 4 hours. Third yam ke ardha aur fourth yam ka ardha. So it is only 3 hours. Because the third yam begins at 12 o'clock. 12, 1, 2, 3. And 3 to 5:30 is the fourth yama because sun rises at 5:30. So our way of calculating days are different. From Surya, Udayat se Surya Asthaman. To wo to day bhag hai, Agni. So let's say if the sun rises at 5:30, 12 o'clock Dasharatha witnessed Rama leaving. So Rama left before the beginning of the third yama or the seventh yama of the whole day. You have to pay attention to grasp this. So 3 hours they slept. Okay, at 5:30 the next day begins because Surya Udaya hota hai. Isiliye, so from 12 to 5:30, but Rama in a way cheated the people because even before Brahma Muhurta he started moving away towards western direction. This Tulsidas says that Rama did everything in Doyam. Valmiki never mentioned, but Tulsidas brings the reference that in Doyam mein sabhi hua. So you have to study Ramayana like this. Na punar nischaya karya twadgatau. Nischaya karya twadgatau. You have made a point to go south. It is nischaya. You are standing on Dharma. What is the purpose of we crying for Dharma? Because we are going to follow you. Yachitaha naha nivartasva hamsa shukla shiro ruhai. Hey Rama, take pity on us. We are great. Ramayana says, Swami says, these vriddu ka dhadi bhi safed hai. Valmiki never says that, but Ramayani, Kripa Shankarji says, is vriddu ko dhadi bhi safed hai. Naha nivartasva. Please return. Hamsa Shukla Shiroruhai. Our hairs are like Hamsa Shuklas, pristine white like Hamsa. Shiro Bihi. With our heads down, we are begging you. Shiro Bihi Achita. Can you believe? These Vajapayis are putting their head down and begging Rama. Nivartasva, Nivartasva, Bobo, Nivartasva. Nribrita Achara. You are steadfast in Achara. Mahi Patana Vi, they roll. They one set of Vajapayi roll in the ground. Mahi Patana Pamshulai. They were rolling. Mahi Patana. They fell down. Pamshulai means dirt. They fell down, they roll. So their body is full of dirt. One people bent their head. Shiro bihi achitaha. Why? Because this man is on Dharma. Bahunam vitata yajna. Rama, please understand, don't make us papi. We have started this Agnihotra because Saim Agnihotra we have done, morning is going to come. We have to do morning Agni Santana. So, Bahunam Vitata Yajna Dvijanam Ye Iha Agatam. We have left Agnihotra, carry the Agni with us and we are running behind you. Tesham Samapihi Ayatta Tava Vatsa Nivartane. Ye Vatsa. It all depends on you coming back. Tava nivartane. The fulfillment of all the Nityagnihotris. These are Nityagnihotris. This Nityagnihotri Safalata will come only if you return back. The importance of Nityagnihotri, Rama says, we'll finish with it. This, if somebody has not done Pitrukarma, some hiatus happened. Okay, what do? You recite the shlokas in Valmiki Ramayana where Rama did Brahmameda Samskaram for Jatayu, Gridraraj. Ya gati yajna shilanam ahitagni cha ya gatihi aparavartinam yacha bhumi pradayinam. Whatever the place ahitagnis will go. Ya gatihi yajna shilanam ahitagne cha ya gatihi apara avartinam. Those places where people go where there is no return. Yacha bhumi pradayinam, who had gifted like Jitubai and others to this temple. Maya tvam samanujnyato. I am giving you the order. Gridraraj, you will be in this place. Gacha lokan anuttaman. Very, very pious sloka. Gacha lokan. You are going to go to that place which has no comparison. Gridraraja. Mahasattva. I have done samskara for you. Samskrita cha maya vraja. Vraja, you will go. Yagati yajnashilanam ahitagne cha yagatihi aparavartinam yacha yacha bhumi pradayinam maya tvam samanugnato gacha lokananuttanam gridra raja mahasattva samskrita cha maya vraja. So that much is the power of Ahitagni, Nityagni-hotri. That's why we are not able to do Agnihotras. Then when you do Shraddha or when you do any karma, first thing you do Vichinna Aubasana Agni Santanam Karishye. Vichinna means interrupted. Before I do all this, I do an Aupasanam which have been interrupted. Vichinna, mane split. So I am supposed to do the Aupasanam on a daily. I have stopped it. So today, hey Agni, accept it. Vichinna Aupasana Agni Santanam Karishye. It is the same Aupasana Agni which you get on the day of your Vivah with your Patni. That Nitya Agni you should keep on in flames, and with it, that Agni only you have to do Preta Samskar. That much is for Nitya Agni Hotri. So even though this is Vriddha, this is Tiryak. Can a Tiryak go to such a place? Because Rama, Dharma says, Gacha. I am telling you. Then how can Rama be an ordinary Manushya? That debate comes. Athimanusha. Kuratalvar naam ke ye Swami, Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, he writes, Athimanushastavam. How can Rama be called an ordinary person? If he is able to send this Jatayu to that Ahitagni Loka, how can Rama? So that Valmiki failed there. Because we are talking about the Supreme. So Valmiki Ramayana should be, see, 1 hour went like this. We don't study Iliad and Odyssey. Even though they are classics, nobody memorizes Iliad and Odyssey. Whereas Ramayana, at least 500 slokas you should have Kantastha. And daily, particularly in Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, daily you have to recite one sarga. That is Nitya Kartavyam. So Monier William says, people listen. People talk all about Odyssey and Iliad. But who is memorizing and who is eulogizing Odyssey and Iliad? Probably in opera here and there. But look at the great Indian epic poetry. We do it on a every day. So it should be part of the curriculum. Pavamana sutudupatu padara vindamulaku ninama rupamulaku nitya jaya mangalam. Mangalam Kosalendraya Maganiya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sharvabhaumaya Mangalam Mangalani Santu.